You're assuming things of your spouse. You assume that they know what you're thinking. You assume that they know what you want them to do. You assume that they know that they understand your feelings, your thoughts, your desires, your all of those things. That can cause big issue because we are not mind readers. None of us were born mind readers. I know that you have people that pose as that and try to get their little money, thinking that they can read minds, but we are not mind readers. Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's your coach, Coach Nyla, one of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. And in this quick chat video, we're going to chat about one of the major things that could be causing a rift in your marriage, a rift in your relationship and polygyny. Whether it's polygyny or monogamy, it doesn't even matter. This main thing is a big deal. And that is assumptions. It's assuming things of each other, not being clear, not having clarity. I know we could say that, is that really a big deal? Is that a thing that can be a total deal breaker? Or is that something that can really mess up my marriage? Yes, and let me tell you why. Because when you are assuming things, you are expecting the person to do the things you want them to do and how you want them to do it. That's what happens when you assume things. I remember the saying, and I know you guys, whoever is familiar with it, you let me know in the comments if you're familiar with it, and just let me know. And just raise your hand, put a hand, raise hand if you heard this before. Assumptions make A out of you. And I heard either out of you and me, or out of you, not me, certain things like that. So those who know what I'm talking about know what word goes there. And yeah, I don't want you guys to put that in the comments. I just want you to raise your hand if you know. And, whatever, make a donkey. I'm trying to be very nice in how I'm saying the things, even though it's not necessarily a cuss word. If you, use it as the word like donkey. Anyway, I digress. So being one that assumes things, you're assuming things of your spouse. You assume that they know what you're thinking. You assume that they know what you want them to do. You assume that they know that they understand your feelings, your thoughts, your desires, your all of those things. That can cause big issue because we are not mind readers. None of us were born mind readers. I know that you have people that pose as that and try to get their little money, thinking that they can read minds, but we are not mind readers. Our spouse is not a mind reader. So if you want to have a healthy, fulfilled marriage or relationship, you want to get out of the habit, if you are in that habit of assuming that they understand what you're feeling, assuming that they know what you want, assuming that they knew that you will have a problem with specific things because they have their thoughts and you have yours, just as much as you will want them to assume about you, make assumptions about you. So being able to communicate, have courageous communication, and be very clear with how you communicate, and have those difficult conversations, those uncomfortable conversations, because sometimes the uncomfortable conversations, actually all the time, if we're willing to learn the lesson, the uncomfortable conversations will give us some clarity. And if we're asking the right questions, we will get the answers that we seek. So I hope you guys got some really good information from this video. I wasn't going to have it very long, just for the simple fact that I want to just give you guys some nuggets, some different things. If you get too much information at one time, sometimes we get information overwhelmed And if we want to change our lives and increase our lives and improve in our marriage, if we get too much information at one time, we may get bogged down with information overload, and then we may not even move forward on the stuff that we already know. So just giving bite-sized pieces at a time for you to utilize and work with is my goal in a number of the videos that I'm going to be putting out from now on. So they won't be as long as they used to be, inshallah, God willing. So hope you guys got some really good information from this. Put down in the comments a time where you assumed that your spouse knew something about you or what you wanted from them, and they didn't, and it caused some miscommunication and some messed up information, and it caused a rift. And how did you overcome that, if you overcame it at all? Now, I will be with my co-wife training in our polygamy masterclass, our women's polygamy masterclass, on how to get over assumptions and how to be able to communicate properly in your marriage for fulfillment. So make sure you check out the link in the description on how to register for our Women's Polygamy Masterclass. Make sure you are following us on our social media channels. And until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. And if you haven't already, make sure you share this video, because sharing is caring, and like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you answer or comment below what I asked you to in the video. Hope you engage with me in that. So I look forward to talking to you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
We are also the authors of the new ebook, The Polygamy Roadmap. 2 different roadmaps, one specifically for men and the other
For women.
naturally. So no matter where somebody is in their journey, whether they're considering it and what's required, especially men I'm talking to, I share the 5 requisites on really what it takes to build a healthy, successful polygynous family unit. So with that being said, make sure if you're a man and if you're serious, not just curious, you take action and get it today.
And in the women's polygamy roadmap, we talk about the different feelings that women might go through with emotions of fear, challenge, betrayal, jealousy.
Yes, and we give you some good insight as well as tips, anecdotes, as well as some of our stories of struggle in the polygamy roadmap too for women. And you will find out really how to have a type of confidence in yourself after reading this. I'm truly, truly in the mindset that you would anyway.
Indeed. So do what you got to do. And that means go to polygamyroadmap.com, grab your copy. We look forward to you benefiting from it and joining us in our private community. With that being said, Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.